Hello, dear friend. How have been? Hopefully, everything is going well. I am also well by the grace of Almighty. Today, I actually try to disclose about how people are be fluent and how people are talking in English and how they make it very easy. So, I want to disclose today how people are making day by day their uh, level of English is very well. So, I am so pumped today, my dear friend, for today's deep dive. So, try to explain how can people will learning English and what are they are actually doing. That's one we are not trying to do and we can't doing. So this topic is so interesting, my dear friend, who are trying to learning English and who have the basic knowledge of English and trying day by day very hardly for learning English and trying to be fluent actually. This video is making for them. So hopefully everyone watching full videos, there have some thing in our knowledge, my dear friends, and in our mind when we are trying to learn English and we are trying to be fluent English, what we are actually doing, what's the wrong things, or what is our wrong conception we are doing day by day, why we are not getting fluent like them. There have lots of people in our surrounding, they actually can't speak English like a native speaker. When they are talking or they are starting conversation, we are just surprised how they can actually, this is the second language of them but they are talking like a native speaker. How is this possible by them? We are surprised when we are listening about the speaking level of them. So there have no any tricks, there have no any technique, my dear friend. You and me, what we are doing when we are trying to starting in learning English or trying to be speaking English, what we are doing actually in the initially, this is the problem, my dear friend. We are always try to learn or listen or watching techniques and tips. Which techniques and tips we are investing our time, a lots of time we are investing behind the tips or technique, but these tips or techniques is not working for us. But we are not actually understanding this. We our whole days when we are getting free time or leisure time, we are trying to speaking English and trying to get some tips or techniques in YouTube, by Facebook, by Instagram, by TikTok. There have been lots of social media we are using, and there have been lots of page, or actually there have been lots of things, materials of English we are subscribing, we are following, and we are trying to always what they are doing we are watching, listening. This is the problem, my dear friend. But the main thing is we have to speak in English, but we don't speaking, we don't practicing. This is the problem of that. That's why people can trying to speak, or they can speak like a native speaker, and you and me we can't, because we invest our time for social media, and they have lots of things of content creators, they are making content for us and we are watching, we are trying the apply of this technique and tips what they are actually saying us. So believe me, my dear friend, this is the most main problem of this. We are always following them, but we are not practicing, we are not using our words, using our sentence with our friends, with our family members, and whatever, we are not practicing. This is the main problem. So if you want to learn English, my dear friend, through the every tips and technique in the garbage, no need any tips or technique, my dear friend. Try to speak. It's not actually depend on how much words or how much sentences you can make, or you actually know about the English. How much English or how much word you know, try to apply it regular basis and daily. Try to apply it, my dear friend, in your daily conversation and daily life. You will notice yourself how actually difference between you create by practice. Now you can question me, my dear friend, what I am doing for learning English and speaking English. How can I am speaking like this in front of you? What is working for my fluency or getting this type of sentences or getting this type of English level? My dear friend, I am not saying you I am a fluency in English and I am a native speaker. I am not saying like that, but I am regular practicing. I am trying to speak in English, and I actually in my daily life I try to everything in convert in English. What I am doing and what type of things I am doing in my daily life. I always try to think about the words, the sentences, and the surrounding. Actually, what's going on my environment. I try to speaking or try to convert everything in English. This is the main reason I can talking like this. But I am not telling, my dear friend. I am saying again that I am not a fluent. I can not fluently speaking in English. I am not a native speaker. I am not saying that, but My level is like that. I am talking in front of you by confidence because I always try to speak in English, and everything I try to convert in English. I am wake up in the morning and try to speak in English, like what I am doing, what time actually I am wake up, what is the process in the wake up. After wake up, what I'm doing and where I'm going. I'm going to the washroom for freshen myself. I'm brushing my teeth, and after that I will take my breakfast. This type of thing. I always try to convert in English, and I think English. Not I am thinking in Bengali. If I always thinking in Bengali, that level of my not will be increased. I can't develop my level of English. So this is the things, my dear friend. You have to think about that, and you have to understand about that. Actually, we have to practice, and we have to gain the knowledge how people are going in this way, what is the way is beneficial for us, can we follow them, and this will be work for also us. This is not the main things, my dear friend. If you thinking your friend is going to in this way and he is getting fluent in English and can talking in English, and it will if you apply these things for you, it will be work. This is not actually, my dear friend, working. You have to understand what actually you are interested about. If you're not interested about in English or any type of things, you can't gain in your whole life. If you invest your whole lifetimes for gain this type of things, you can't, my dear friend. But you have to understand, if you have the interest about this type of things, you can do this. Otherwise, don't waste your time. Try to do anything else. It would be better for you. So I want to rip out right now my videos and what type of things I actually try to say about English, my dear friend, try to do. And hopefully this video will be helpful for you, and I will make another video this type of things. I always making this type of video. If you want to watch and listen, please subscribe my channel, and until then, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.